With the FIFA Women's World Cup kicking off this afternoon, it is a huge day for women in sports. Tickets for the opening match sold out, guys, in 48 hours. And this tournament is shaping up to be one for the books, but can the same be said for other women's sporting leagues? That's the question, right? JC DeHoop and Ellen Hislop, co-founders of The Gist, join me now to chat about this very topic. Good to have you both with us.
Thanks for having us.
What is The Gist, guys? What's The Gist?
Yeah, so The Gist is a sports platform that's all by women and for women. It really started with myself, Ellen, and our third co-founder, Rosalind. We met while in our undergrad at the Smith School of Business. We graduated in the commerce program there in 2014, moved to Toronto, and we were all working in different areas of financial services. And it was in Toronto and in both our professional and personal lives where we really noticed how sports are just a part of our culture. They have this really amazing and unique ability to unite people, regardless of age, gender, race, or religion, and to create a sense of community. It's something we can all feel, you know, excuse me, today being a Raptors game day, after a big Raptors win, sports create community. But we also noticed how, for many women, including ourselves, you often felt left out of the conversation on last night's game or left out of the community that sports provide. And this problem really stems from the fact that there's just a massive lack of gender diversity in the sports industry. Less than 14% of sports journalists are female, less than 4% of media coverage is on female athletes, and less than 5% of C-suite execs in sports are women. So we decided to address this problem head on and to really fill a gap in the sports industry because we feel that sports should be and are for everyone. So we founded The Gist. We create sports content and experiences that are by women and for women, really making sports news accessible and fun, mainly through our free twice-weekly newsletter that we'd love for you to subscribe to at thegistnews.ca.
All right, so the FIFA Women's World Cup and women's tennis are you know, arguably some of the most successful female sporting events. You'd agree?
Yes. Yep.
So what have these leagues done differently, would you say? And how would we apply that to other women's sports?
Yeah, so I think first looking at soccer, I mean, soccer is the most popular sport in the world. It's the fastest growing sport in North America because it's most accessible. All you need is a ball and you can start playing. And with respect to Canadian women's soccer in particular, it's really our First Nations love of soccer. They came fourth in the World Cup back in 2003, and that was before we even had a professional team in Toronto on the men's side. So they really are the first for us in Canada, and they have an amazing team, an amazing product on the field. They've won 2 bronze medals in the Olympics, and we think that they'll go really, really far in this year's World Cup, and we're really excited for that. And then looking at tennis, probably more from a macro level, in 2007, they actually made it so that both men and women received equal prize money. And they also made it more so that it was more equal playing time when you actually saw it on TV. And so young women were able to actually see role models on TV. They were actually able to look and say, hey, I can make a sustainable living off of playing tennis.
That's the big thing, right?
Exactly, it's a big thing. And so now we have a lot of young women playing tennis. You look at Bianca Andreescu, she's a teenage sensation. And so it's super amazing to be able to see all of this young Canadian female talent doing so well in soccer and tennis.
And everybody's supporting these leagues too, because as we know, the CWHL folded this year. What was that, effective May 1st?
Exactly.
What can we do to prevent other women's leagues from being canceled?
Yes, so we were really sad to hear about the CWHL. It was a great league, and I think with respect to what we can do in the future is just support these female leagues, teams, players the best way that we can as fans. That means going to the games, watching the games on TV, airing these games on TV, and really finding a sustainable business model as well. I think it's important to note that with the CWHL, it was the business operations that weren't sustainable. The product on the ice was amazing. And so when we look at leagues like the WNBA and how they have the support of the NBA, it would be amazing to see a women's league be created that has the support of the NHL.
Yeah, absolutely. And also to talk to our young boys and our young girls about the support that we offer them to continue in sport. Guys, thanks so much for being here. We really, really appreciate it.
Thanks
We're
for
pumped to watch the World Cup. It's going to be so fun. You can tune into TSN for complete tournament coverage. That starts today, 2 p.m.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.